The attorney who helped Iowa Firearms Coalition win against Monroe County next. Hi, everybody. I'm John McLaughlin, the chair of the Iowa Firearms Coalition. Welcome to another Warrior Wednesday segment. And Bill Gustoff is with us today. And as you heard, he's the attorney that helped IFC with a big First/Second Amendment case against Monroe County. And he's not just an attorney, but hopefully soon he's going to be involved in politics in Iowa. So, Bill, welcome. And if we can start with just kind of recapitulate that whole Monroe County thing and then kind of your journey into politics in Iowa.
Oh yeah, that was kind of a fun case, and obviously we were thankful to have the help of a colleague, Al Ostergren, who helped with litigation side of it, because I don't do litigation, but I do love to do battles.
Yes.
So basically we had a resident of Albia, Iowa, down in Monroe County, J.D. Thompson, who's a member of Iowa Firearms Coalition, who had the audacity to point out to the Monroe County supervisors that their signs they put up in their courthouse banning firearms in the courthouse violated state code because of a preemption law, which was, not the first time that the state passed a preemption law to clarify that cities and counties couldn't pass more restrictive ordinances. Now they can ban guns in the courthouse if they provide metal detectors and security to make sure that you and I show up there to do our license renewals at the treasurer's office. We're safe. But they didn't want to do that. They said it was too expensive. So they just put up their stickers and said no guns. And JD pointed that out to him a couple of times. And then the Iowa Firearms Coalition got involved just to kind of explain the law and the preemption. And the result was that JD and the Iowa Firearms Coalition found themselves as the defendants in a lawsuit. Right. To this day, I still can't explain the standing or what the legal theory was as to why they thought they could sue private citizens in a private group to get a declaratory judgment on some law that they didn't like, but they did that and they wouldn't dismiss it, so we had to answer, and we filed a counterclaim in that process as well, claiming First Amendment violations. And so when it came up for a hearing on summary judgment, which just in layman's terms means that a judge looks at the facts of the case and the pleadings and can just rule saying, yeah, no jury could agree that this could go any further. They got, I'll put it nicely, they got spanked. So yeah. their case got dismissed summarily with that there's agreeing with us that there's no basis for suing private citizens just to get a declaratory judgment. They had to pay some attorney fees and court costs there. That was good. But they still found themselves not facing the end of it, because what lingered was a turnabout where they ended up remaining as the defendants in our counterclaim for First Amendment rights, because among the First Amendment rights is the right to petition government. So I love it because it's a clash of federalism and states' rights, and state being the vestige of power in our federal system, along with Second Amendment rights and First Amendment rights. And we ended up settling with them. It was never about the money. It was about the principle and helping JD at least get made whole. And IFC, to their credit, made sure a lion's share of the settlement went to JD, because he's the guy who used to live in that community and who got castigated and shunned by some people, just for petitioning this government. So it's a good result. It's something we can use to warn other counties and cities that you can't do this. You can't just thumb your nose at the state legislature and state law.
Right. And since that case, I know of at least two counties that once they were informed, kind of brought their own signage into line. So it's already had an impact in Iowa based on what IFC and you and Al did.
Yep. And this is why I'll plug IFC. I'm a life member of IFC. This is why membership in IFC and supporting the work they do, this is why it's important. And I love IFC. I've been with them 15, 16 years as legal counsel and as a member, and I'd encourage everybody to join and stand with them in this kind of fight.
Yeah, for sure. And we're seeing cases like this, not just in Iowa, but nationwide, where free speech is basically being attacked, whether it's, through, cities or counties or different organizations. Is it that kind of thing that kind of spurred you now to run for the Iowa State House?
Oh, it's that kind of thing among many. We've been involved politically for a long time. We formed our firm with the idea of trying to not just make a buck, but do some good. That's right. Matt Whitaker and Chris Hagenow and I started the firm in 2009, and It's had different iterations there. Matt moved on to DC. Chris is still part of the firm. We have a couple of other attorneys, but we all want to make a difference for things we care about, and that's what we have our firm for. And so, been involved. I was in state party leadership for 8 years. I've been in background helping people like Chris Hagenow and Jack Whitver and others run for office, and I'm just content doing that. I'm content being involved with IFC and other causes I care about. But with redistricting, there was a new seat that opened up, and among the many issues, I'm a school choice advocate. I'm a parental rights advocate. Constitutional issues in general, I'm an advocate for all those. So, when this new seat opened up, and we weren't seeing anybody step up on the Republican ticket, my wife and I pondered this in some prayer and said maybe this is an opportunity that we should do, and we're seeing good results so far. So I'm running for the Iowa House in District 40. It's part of Garrett Gobble's old seat and part of Brian Losey's old seat, if people know that. So all of Altoona, 2 precincts in Ankeny, south of War Labor Road, and then the Sailor, 2 Delaware, and Des Moines, 1 precincts in between. And I live in that Sailorville area. So it's a Republican leaning district, but it's a swing district. So we're fighting hard.
Excellent. I'm seeing you out and about. I see pictures on Facebook all the time. So you're covering the ground, putting it in the work. As you're out and about, are folks talking about this Freedom Amendment at all? Has the word got out to the voters about this?
It has gotten out. It's getting out more. The signs are definitely getting out there. I see those as I walk along there. That's nice to see. If people want to talk issues at doors, probably most people we meet at the door aren't really talking a lot of issues just yet. It'll get close as time gets closer. The Freedom Amendment probably isn't the top one on the lips. They're worried about economy, right, and things like that, and other crazy things that frankly the Democrat Party keeps pushing. But this one's out there, and it's certainly out there. I do get asked a lot. So here's where I get to use this. I do get asked a lot about where I stand on Second Amendment and gun ownership rights, and I think I have a pretty good story and answer for that. To which I parlay it and say, by the way, there's an amendment on the ballot this year. Turn over the ballot on that back side, and vote for the constitutional amendment to add Second Amendment level type of protections to the Iowa Constitution.
Excellent. So if folks want to help you in your campaign here, and I know personally I am definitely supporting you and appreciate everything you've done for the Second Amendment in Iowa and your help on behalf of IFC. But how can folks help? Where can they find your information out there in the social media world and such?
So we're on Facebook, Bill Gustoff for Iowa, all the words. We're on a website, Gustoff, 4 Iowa.com. And I think I have .org and all the other ones too, but .com is what we use. If you live in House District 40 or even around it, we're putting up yard signs. We're just about trying to determine whether we need to replace another order. But we like yard signs out there. It gets the name ID up. Door knocking is, I know people don't necessarily like the door knock. It's actually fun. If you came and tried it, we wouldn't just send you out and say, here you go knock some doors.
Right.
We don't expect you arguing issues, but come with us and door knock. We're happy to have that. A big one coming up is Lieutenant Governor Adam Gregg is going to come and door knock with us on October 12th from 5 to 6:30. So that'll be a fun one.
He was in my concealed carry class a couple of years ago with the governor. He's a good guy.
Yeah, he's a good guy. He's a friend from when I used to work at a different law firm in the past too. So he's going to come and help. That'll be a fun one to come. Takes money to run campaigns. Fundraising is going well, but we're running ads if you've seen that. And so we have our commercial. It's on our website as well, but that takes funds. We're running them on your old boss station there. So, and just be getting involved. We have, if you want to get our emails, that's the way we update our potential volunteers as to what projects are out there. I'm trying to shorten the emails. Lawyers, we're not giving brevity. So I'm trying to shorten my emails and point to a website that says, here's the list of projects that are in need of help out there. So all kinds of ways to get involved and help.
All right. Well, we appreciate your stand, not just on Second Amendment, but the other things that you mentioned as well. Bill Gustoff, our Warrior Wednesday for today. Good luck in your campaign. And again, thanks for everything you and the team have done for the Second Amendment here in Iowa.
Well, thanks for your support, for IFC's PAC support, and just gun rights owners in particular. It's time to take a stand. So.
Absolutely. The days of sitting on the fence are long past. So we do encourage everybody to take a stand, speak out, color within the lines, but be vocal out there.
Thanks.